In this video I'm going to show you how you can search for property sites for development in Auckland, and I'm going to show you how to analyze those sites by overlaying multiple maps on top of that so it enhances your decision making. And I will show you how you can plan on those sites that you find, which will allow you to potentially subdivide these sites so that you can see, or you can unlock your property potential. So let's begin. First thing, as usual, we'll look for a location. Let's go to Monaco this time. Let's select the land size 800 square meters by 1,000. I choose a zone. We'll go for mixed use again. My name and email is there. Let's use that by default. Accept the terms of the disclaimer. So let's go for it. Let's find a site somewhere in Monaco. Say let's go to Wattle Downs, for example. Here's one here. For some reason, depends on your use case, you might think that this site could be a better option for you to redevelop. Just click on the information icon here, and you'll get the basic property details. But to get more, you go to Analyze and Plan. This is what I wanted to show you. So you go to Analyze and Plan. It brings another mapping window. So this one basically gives you a zoomed in approach to the site that you've searched for. And to the left of the panel you see all the property details, even got the capital value, land value, improvement value. And here's the tool that I wanted to show you, Plan. So here you can basically overlay graphics on top of the site just to give you an indicator of how many, for example, lots you can potentially put in there. It's by dimension. So for example, let's put a lot in there of 15 by 5 meters. Simply click on it and click on top of the map, click on top of the graphic, and click on it again if you want to rotate it. So I want to rotate this so that it's sort of perpendicular to the boundary. I'll duplicate that again. I'll set that lot, duplicate it, and then I'll just overlay that. There's a few bugs there to fix. Duplicate that lot again. You can rename the lot if you want, and this one too. So for example, let's rename it to L2, whatever you want. Rename this one as well, L3. You can add multiple shapes to this. You can add more lots, obviously. You can add other shapes to this plan. So basically it's a planning tool where you can do some high level planning. Gives you a rough idea of what you can do with the property plan, with the site that you find. We can sketch. To go for a circle here, we might put a pool in the backyard. There's also these measurement tools so that you can use to give you a general estimate the distances between, measure distances anyway. So for example, this one's approximately 38 meters, which is pretty good. You take that off. Basically you need to delete that lot, which is okay. It's another one here where you can set an offsite, a boundary offset. What that basically means is sometimes as a developer, you're limited to the boundaries, or you're restricted to the boundary that you're allowed to develop. So here's an inner boundary, for example, by 2 meters, 3 meters, 5 meters, 10, and it goes on and on. You can also enter in your customs. So I'll put in 1 meter in a offset boundary, or I can go outer. So if you're restricted by, you might be restricted by council to consider development outside of that boundary. You can go 5 meters, 3 meters. Again, there's a custom one here. You can go 1 meter as well. So all handy tools to use for your high level planning. You can also put in like a tree, for example, just in case. Put in some floral fauna. I haven't yet quite finished this. Say I put in a garden. See what the garden might look like. That doesn't look good actually. Let's just delete that for now. Remove all the fauna. We can create labels. A label here, pool. This is intended to be a pool, and just click on the graphic. There we go. That's a pool. We'll go driveway. That's a driveway down here, which is pretty cool. And you can overlay more. And that's what I wanted to show you. It's still under development, but we're getting there, which is great.